Are you ready?
Halo, kembali lagi di channel DAGURA. Ini benar dulu, kipas ini ngapain ini? Tak. Eh? Aku nggak tahu misi apa ini. Soalnya random sekali ya. Takut salah ngomong, mendingan lihat saja deh. Bentar dulu. Oh. Ulala. Aduh, 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 aduh. Tidak ada yang kipasku di situ lagi, gila. Bentar dulu. Lanjut deh.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that traveling would be the most fitting, right? Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Towns are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
Rift Towns? On Narukami Island?
Yes, we are not sure where exactly these creatures come from, but this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with aggression and a clear target. The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already? Good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift House attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission in their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
You have our deepest gratitude.
Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
We'll be back when we can say add extra avatar.
What the? Wait.
Let's dance.
What is it? Kenapa nggak dibantuin tadi?
Shogun? Wait, no! Kudos for the A!
It's you two. It has been a
It has been a long time.
We have not
We have not seen each other since the resolution of the 10-year commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made sure answer. That was amazing!
I'm making
early preparations for what is to come.
Last
Time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today.
I was
I was
finally
finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
Since then,
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking,
I find myself having to
spend
spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently,
I have observed a number of changes in the external world, the plane of
Euthymia.
The
The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds.
I
I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them,
and they led me
They
here,
led me here,
where I happened
where I
to run into
happened to
you.
run into you. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them,
Yes.
yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely.
According to
the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura. It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes, 500 years ago,
a great
a great
catastrophe
catastrophe
befell
befell
Inazuma.
Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this home
that the people had worked so hard to build
barely escaped being obliterated entirely.
The
The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil,
and the
and the rift hounds were always their advance guard.
Their duty was to tear open a
passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. So you've heard of it too.
That's an episode of history I am loath to recall.
Maybe to
Maybe to you,
it seems like
it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one.
But an
But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since
We are both here for the same reason,
let us
let us work together.
From the
From the traces they've left in the surrounding area,
there should be
many more monsters nearby.
All of them must be
Must be
eliminated.
eliminated.
Paimon feels so safe when we're an ace company. Having someone super powerful on your team kind of makes me feel invincible, doesn't it? Oh yeah. After the monster, we should ask her to tell us more about Kanya. This color! Similar to the color when the sacred...
Salahnya lu Chan, dikit sekali.
Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Oh shit.
We are lucky.
The damage
The damage is not too serious.
The Yashiro
The
connection
Yashiro
will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out. Is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? The baby. Dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we've seen ghosts on our journey. Why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Naik turun, naik turun.
What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know. No? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They are merciless, ferocious. They will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
Look! That seems to be going around here.
Not right now. But they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! There's no time left. The Almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saga. There was no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down.
The war
you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun.
Look around you.
The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows.
This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember.
There are
no monsters,
nor
is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Everything's fine now.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
I can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all bad and hopeless.
If I am not mistaken,
What we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried
in the land.
The
The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines.
After
After the rift hounds attacked,
some
some of the filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk
and formed a physical entity.
An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive.
But when
But when purified,
it
it presents in the form of a memory.
Purified
Purified filth quickly dissipates
and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly
afterwards.
In other words,
But the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
yes,
That soldier was one of the many thousands
the ultimate sacrifice.
What he was describing just now
was
was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago. Yes,
Inazuma was facing many great crises
at that time.
Some were
local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria.
The
The disaster in Inazuma
caused me
caused
great concern. I felt that
I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread to all of Tibet.
But my
But my friend,
Kitsune
Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about.
She would
She
shoulder the
would shoulder the
responsibility of protecting
Inazuma
and
and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat.
I could tell
I could tell that,
although
neither of us acknowledged it,
we both
we
knew that
both
the
knew
road
that
ahead
the road
would
ahead
likely
would
end
likely
in
end
tragedy.
in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Conria?
Indeed,
Indeed,
countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of
Inazuma.
In the end,
Kitsune
Kitsune
Saito sacrificed her life
to
to protect the people.
I
I never had the chance to see her
last
last time.
but I would like to
Like to
believe
believe
that she kept her
promise to me until the very last.
But even
But
then,
even then,
Inazuma
was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined.
Those terrible
Terrible tragedies
left great
left
wounds
great
that
wounds that are still felt to this day,
both
both on the land itself
and in my
and in my heart.
Hey,
Yes,
Yes,
for the longest time,
I
I
couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatari and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. After my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
When I traveled
When I
around
traveled
Inazuma
around
with you,
Inazuma with you,
I caught
I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries.
A
A
glimpse
glimpse of
human potential.
human potential.
Everything
Far exceeded my expectations.
Moving forward
Inevitably invites further loss,
but
but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced,
he still
he
chose
still
to keep
chose to
fighting
keep fighting
for the sake of
moving
moving
forward.
forward.
All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps
the future they were hoping for
is not the eternity that I once strove for.
As
As Inazuma's god,
it is high
it is high time I honored their wishes.
Warriors
Warriors of the past,
who spilled your
spill
blood,
your blood on this land.
Your
Your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you and all that you did for Inazuma.
he's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on, let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
Take this! Here!
Cause you're a load of breakdowns, you too!
Leave them to me.
Leave them to me.
Something seems wrong with Egg.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and switch. No?
You are unduly concerned.
I'm simply
conserving my energy.
Although
I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time.
I must be
I must
prepared
be
for
prepared
anything.
for anything.
If there are more
formidable monsters lying in wait in this area.
I must
I make sure I have the strength to face them.
Makes sense. Spoken like the seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Uruyama?
Is that you?
Is that you?
What brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? This guy's too.
Allow me to introduce Uruyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Uruyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brewed some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any more refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Yeah. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and most of the people are injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed useless to me. So I decided to stay. And now the Almighty Shogun is here. I have even less reason to run away. Imagine something that the Almighty Shogun must resolve. Where could I possibly run to then? People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about his grief for tea. Just listening to his stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places on this earth. I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have. Seize the chance to enjoy what lasts, and have no regrets in the end. So you see, as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now. I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun builds it. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind. Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart, forgetting to serve the tea. The almighty Shogun comes to visit, and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure. Really? It's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself. I couldn't possibly guess my guesses mentioned that would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it.
Take a rest.
We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. Not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated.
It's
quite unlike the tea house in your memories.
Leave it to us.
Well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a threat or a final stroke of fortune.
We go to find a tea set. Having a cup of tea isn't exactly something to do right now. But at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much. And it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also very nostalgic.
Oh, why don't we go to the comic specialist stage? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Is this an answer from this world?
Ya. Salah. Bentar dulu. Mau tuker. Cupu yo.
What do you think, cutie?
Almighty Shogun! How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish
to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty Shogun. And I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Then the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato.
Actually,
I
prefer to spend this
time chatting with the traveler.
Please,
Fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the Almighty Shogun graces me with a presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat.
I'm
sure you must have a lot of questions.
Right. I've been wanting to ask that too. The Almighty Shogun that Edith like didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts.
So the vast majority of cases, the
one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had very different views, huh?
Indeed,
we did.
It was
the biggest difference between us.
In
her eyes, the most precious things in this world
were dreams.
The yearning for a better future held by living beings. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the flame of Utopia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now,
It seems like
she was right.
Well,
I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. And ambition is a yearning for something material,
or a concrete outcome.
It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to generate new ambitions. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
Quite a lot to take in.
To put it
simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes.
I
didn't understand at the time.
How can we are made to eternity
when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did.
But in the
But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was,
on
on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now I no longer claim to what's lost.
I
suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun! I found a tea set. This one in particular, Your Excellency's use.
It's quite
It's
beautiful.
quite beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good.
Let us return.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
Aku cari portofolio. Harta karun. Harta karun di mana kamu? Ada nggak? Ada.
What's the hurry?
Ah. Ada nggak? Perintah dalam kabar Tuh.
He said himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long. As was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea. I've watched Furuyama on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back memories for me. I've been reminded of many people too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the
I kept the
conversation
conversation
reasonably
reasonably
lighthearted.
lighthearted.
But now,
I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may.
The
The events of 500 years ago
not only
not
robbed
only
me of my friend,
my friend
Kitsune
Kitsune Saiko,
they
they also took Makoto away from me
for good.
for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes,
Yes,
she went to
she went to
Korea
Korea alone
without
without telling me.
Unlike me,
Makoto
Makoto
was no martial artist.
Whenever
Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past,
I was always the one to face them in her stead. But
But this time,
the
the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or
perhaps
perhaps
it was more that she went
she went ahead of me,
put herself
in front of me,
so that I
so that I would remain hidden.
Yes,
Yes,
it was too
it
late.
was too late.
I
I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do
was enter
into her mind.
As
As far as you're concerned,
it would be
it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia.
It was there
It was there
that we bid each other
a final farewell.
I cried,
Cried bitterly.
Even
In those final moments,
I
I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go
first and not I?
Why did she keep me in the dark about it?
Was it to
Was it to shield me?
It was there.
It was there and then
that I
that I resolved to pursue eternity.
As a testament to that decision, I
I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely
and brought it
back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great
Sakura tree
had appeared
on Mount Yogo,
the
the tree that you know as the sacred Sakura.
That's exactly what everyone back
me as well.
And it had
Existed since time immemorial.
They
They were so matter of fact about it and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it.
And yet, its presence
Contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it.
It seemed as if
I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end,
I simply had to accept that it was a
miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness.
With
With the help of the sacred Sakura's power,
I
was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Yes,
she had
great love for this land
and for its
and
people.
for its people.
In this
In this respect,
I still
I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again.
facing the
Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed,
leaves some
leaves some
sweetness in the
sweetness in the throat.
And it's time.
And it's time I came to terms with it all.
While we're on the topic, since you experienced that person,
Sister,
I had heard that you were looking for your family.
you mean to say that she was
involved in the Kaguya disaster?
based on what we've learned so far, seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't
I wasn't there for the whole thing.
By the
By the time I arrived,
the worst
the
of the
worst
fighting was
of the fighting was
over.
already over.
And
Also,
my mind
my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma. and the fate of those closest to me.
So, I'm afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this
With
last
this
cup of
last
tea,
cup of tea,
let us honor
let us honor the Tea Master's memory.
Thank you,
Thank you, Destiny,
for giving
for giving us the chance to meet again.
Let's keep following the tree.
Very well.
Very well.
Based on my
investigation so far, I believe this next pack monster should be the last.
Uy!
What's the hurry?
Once again, please leave them
to me.
Are you sure you're alright? You're scaring us.
Kau ini panik, Paimon.
Fear not.
Fighting is
Fighting is what I do best. My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Take a breather and take the strength back. We'll deal with the monsters.
Paimon!
Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too.
Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite alright. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogun and Samurai, will defend the Shogun to the very end. Come on, man. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our
Danger is our duty, man.
If we were the kinds to shy away from
Danger. We never would have taken up arms to begin with. No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us.
If the Almighty Shogun
Is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone.
We were starting to despair, but now
we found you. You're right here with us.
Gak tepat.
Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts.
Grafiknya bagus juga, tapi
Guide us out from the dark.
teksnya gak tepat kan aja.
Everyone on me!
Q!
Huh?
Affirmative. Watch your backs.
Watch your backs.
Loh,
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
what the?
seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. When they do, more than a few rift towns this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the powers the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place on the almighty Shogun.
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we'll claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
Tiga lagi dari
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are disembodied memories held in the lands. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me today.
Even if it's a few hundred years later, they're doing right by them now. And that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my duty as Inazuma's Archon. And I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never be the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done. Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds the climber like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bring this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved.
It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being.
I will leave the
I will leave
Tenryo
the
and
Tenryo
Yashiro
and Yashiro
commissions
commissions to handle the follow-up work,
such as
such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on. Hey look, Colony outside. Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh? She seems to have changed a lot since we last met. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up. What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My
My body!
I can't
I can't move it!
It
It looks like
the situation
situation
is
is more serious than I thought. No need.
She is calling me.
The time has come.
Can you help me?
Can you help me walk?
I need to go to the
Go to the cave
below
below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One
One where I shall sever ties with the past
and
take the first steps into the future.
Tengkurap saya awal. Dahuluan. Mandi jam berapa lagi? Belum mandi pagi ya.
Thank you for coming.
Harus cari ini. Ah,
We're
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto? Makoto?
Follow me.
Where did we get sucked into this time? Oh, this place. Look over there! It's another egg!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to straighten the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! I know that voice! That's the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse!
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
I guess that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but now I see it! It's a big dream! Hey, Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day!
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideas. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best for Imatuma!
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits age pain,
the pain of
the pain of
inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward.
forward.
So
So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resistance.
Soalnya mahal.
determination, courage,
Love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past,
the everlasting love, the
guardian of eternity.
And
I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Right and aid. In the end, even the proud and mighty only need to
never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
As long as they life's flow, the relentless of time shall never stop. Shine down! Your verdict is decided. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Excellent. Shine down. Now.
Strike dead.
Strike dead. Illusion shattered. There is no escape. The eyes leave the land. Illusion shattered. To oblivion. Lightning falls from the land of eternity. There is no escape. I shall not fall here. Only emptiness. Away.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled.
But how long can your will remain strong?
Kau malah gak dibantuin.
In this
realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living being,
including you and me.
Does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe.
But I have
to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion.
The future I shall
forge will be a grand undertaking, one that will be resistant to erosion.
If I don't
do this, The Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty.
No matter
No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight,
I will
I will defeat her.
500
500 years ago,
humanity
proved their strength in battle.
Here
in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge waves of practices.
Tear them out like the
Diseased wood of an old sakura tree,
so that new,
healthy branches might spring to life in their place.
It is about
time
I learned
I
to trust
learned
them.
to trust them.
I understand.
I understand that.
But if
the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma.
However long the battle may last,
It
it is but a
is but a drop in the ocean of eternity.
I
I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return.
This
This is my oath.
Please
Please
be my
be
witness.
my witness.
During my
During my absence,
I
I placed everything in Nico's hands.
But this means that
Pass on my
On
words.
my word.
Oh my. Iya.
looks like we got take out. What do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever? It's making sense. And maybe this is the only way Shogun's rules, but still. Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times and has a history of rushing into difficult situations. What if she could stop winning? And she forgets why she's there in the first place. It could happen. And then she might never leave again. Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better. Is there any way we can cut down how long she's spending there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to Ava. We also can't get her in there anymore. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, Frank, you don't feel time on now. Okay, maybe. Ram is doing it at the same time. It's really hard. Oh, you're right. Kinda nearly forgot about her. Who knows if she really understands consciousness and will and thinking is more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to. Alright, up the mountain we go.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and levels to unravel for you. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
You're
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand? nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Ya ini ngeyel, Paimon.
Oh, okay, I see. So, Ace decided to palm Inazuma off on the human,
while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an
end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite an
impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities.
Yes, that sounds like A, all right.
You know as
well as I do that she's always been like this.
Why start
Why start fretting about it now?
Rushed into it without thinking.
Well put. She acts like such a child sometimes.
So you
seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help?
Who gave you that?
idea?
Doing this on purpose, for sure!
You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Ride and Realm of Consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura.
And from what
I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The
nature of the space itself is different in some way.
But I
can only speculate.
You're
the ones who have actually been there. So you tell me.
What was it
What was it like?
Anyway, you needn't worry
about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all.
First things
first. Follow me to the entrance.
What's the hurry?
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be.
To the
outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts.
In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this
realm, I can still send you to where A is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location. But you don't know where it is. But you can send us there. What?
Yes, no need to try and understand it.
Let me
put this simply.
Right
now, she's surrounded by chaos.
Everything is
disturbed
and disordered. If you try to force your way in,
you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time.
This
is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia,
it's much safer if you place your consciousness
in physical objects first.
What? Alright, well, I might take you then. You two can do it.
Suit yourself.
Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
Both of you!
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course.
Now,
I shall send you on your way.
I say.
nothing.
It just seems
extraordinarily chaotic, that's all.
My
My suspicions have been confirmed.
By the way, remember to
Focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside.
Only
Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space.
Only if you are
Only if
strong
you are
enough
strong
can I
enough
deliver
can I
you to the
deliver
right
you to the right
destination.
destination.
Well
Well then, the door is open.
Hop on in.
Hop on in.
I'll
I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens.
I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my
sake and for Inazuma's, please,
bring her back.
bring her back.
Loh, kok jadi babu?
That's enough
That's enough chatter.
Get to work.
Get to work. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside.
Only if you are
Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Kung siguro mari-mari.
Huh? How can this be?
You have returned. But
how were you able to get back in? And
How
how come you have not changed at all in all these years? This is a due to remember.
It is as if we have
We have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost,
and never have you shown the
the slightest hesitation.
Had I
made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules,
You have my
admiration too.
You bring
honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space.
an inevitability of fate, perhaps.
Then, let this be our final duel, the conclusion to that which began 500 years ago.
Final duel?
Final duel?
So you're finally willing to stand back,
traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness
Nggak mari-mari.
the ocean and turn day into nothing. Have endured. I will endure forever. Illusion shattered.
This is the end.
Balik dito.
I believed you were incapable
Away
of
ni.
transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future, and you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within me. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand her. When I clasped Musoishi in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future.
Do you say this
because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat?
It was
simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished editing them? Like, for real this time?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Musoishi, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. Well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden.
I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you,
A little at a time,
to dissuade
to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness.
Did you know,
Did you know what was about to happen in Cambria?
I
I had some sense of it.
that place
Was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time.
I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion,
And I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime.
but
I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it.
it was with this
This possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it.
before my last shred of consciousness fades away.
But it is you who must take the most important step.
The light turned into a tear?
The miracle tree that blesses the people in this moment
to the world and yet to be known. When to
When
plant it,
planted, where it shall bloom, she who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide.
grant it
life. Eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dream, illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision you both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you.
Do you know,
I
I
am so happy right now
because my
final wish has now come true.
Your Polon once
protected me from countless calamities.
For this,
I've always felt indebted to you.
Though I could
never repay you in full. This sacred sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new.
What do you think? Did it do the trick?
Did it do the trick?
This time,
it really is goodbye. Eh? Goodbye, Makoto. So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past.
no matter
what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
all of this
is thanks to Makoto's power.
her understanding of eternity is
Much more profound than mine.
Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
A place where time is meaningless
Cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing.
Perhaps
that is the reason why you were able to return
to this point in time without any problems.
And yet,
that sense of
disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean.
Perhaps
A higher power really was involved in all of this.
But
But whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all. Without the sacred Sakura,
Inazuma would
likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I
know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura.
But to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there is connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness.
But unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now.
It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
Don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred Sakura
in my purview at the shrine, so obviously
I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted.
We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages
To thank for how it appears today.
And
And obviously I played my part too.
It's
fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it.
But in
that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly,
you were repeating wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you?
At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space.
Suffice to say,
Time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment most likely to be an intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A.
So this time,
it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
Hey, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really
asking about your emotions.
Have you managed to calm
down?
After all,
You saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course. But I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which which Inazuma's future could unfold all the way back then. She had infected my immaturity into her plan.
It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just
planted a seed.
Yeah. But thanks to everything you did this year again. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Today,
At long last, you and Inazuma finally emerged from the shadows
by the events of centuries past.
Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
I
I
graciously
graciously accept them.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
You only think
You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing.
Great minds think alike. I wonder, does that
Qualify me to maybe take the position of shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that.
Far more
Trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much
work to be done.
The Shogun
and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge news.
I
am no longer pursuing eternity defined by stasis.
In which case,
There is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key.
I
don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma.
I'm looking forward to it.
Udah selesai.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bintang 3. Ya, bintang 3. 3. Victory. Dapat itu lagi. 3. 3. Waduh.